Alright guys, we are back. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. As always, it is so great to see you. And friend, we're going to be talking about a modification that most don't know about, that if you're into overlanding and off-road, you really need to know about this. Now, what I love so much about overlanding is getting out of town and away from the hustle and bustle and spending some really relaxing time enjoying the beauty that's around me. But when you head out for a few days, weeks, or even months at a time, you need a few mods to make your rig as capable as possible. And I know what you're thinking. When you think of mods, what do you think? For off-roading and overlanding, you're probably thinking wheels, tires, suspension, lights, winch, and so forth, right? But in today's video, I'm going to talk about the best unconventional mod for off-roading and overlanding, a hood-mounted solar panel. Now, before we get into the down and dirty about solar panel, I do want to tell you how much I really appreciate you tuning into this video. Now, if you've already subscribed to the channel, hey, thank you very much. You kick ass. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, well, I hope you'll consider doing that. But I'd like to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. That way you're not going to miss on any of our upcoming videos on camping, overlanding, and generally having a good time outdoors. Plus, we have some giveaways coming around the corner, so you're not going to want to miss those. With that said, my friend, pull up a seat and let's go. Now, when I picked up my Turtleback Expedition trailer last summer and I went out and mounted a Toro off-road Skylight tent to the top of that thing, and the tent actually came with a 175 watt solar panel actually mounted to the roof of it. Now, the trailer already had a ZAMP 140 system, so I was ready to roll with a complete power system from the moment I picked this trailer up. Now, having this kind of solar power system is all part of responsible preparedness for my overlanding adventures. Now, of course, having a reliable power source isn't just necessary for overlanding. All you weekend warriors out there that go camping and off-roading can really use a good solar system as well. Think about it like this. How many times have you headed out to the beach or park or wherever and had your stereo blasting and then found yourself with a 2-week battery to turn your motor over? It has happened to me more times than I care to admit. Heck, on a recent trip out to Glamis Sand Dunes, my buddy was running one of those Dominic fridges in the back of his Jeep. Now, what happened was there's 3 Jeeps. 2 of them we were heading out and exploring all the sand dunes and so forth, leaving one that had the fridge in it, left behind not running all day. And what happened was the alarm went off. Now, this happened at 10 p.m. at night, so you can imagine how jarring it was for us and the people around. Well, there weren't people around us, but you get the point. Hearing this thing going off at 10 p.m. at night, and then of course he had to get out there and start this thing up and run it for a good 30-45 minutes just to charge the battery. Now, some of you might also have a parasitic drag in your battery. Hell, I know I do. If I don't run my Jeep every couple of days, I get a warning light that will come on and tell me that the accessories are disabled because the battery's too low. So what do you do about these issues? The ideal solution for me was to pick up one of those solar hood panels from Cascadia 4x4. Many of you may know Cascadia because they're known for their winch fair leads, but these guys have come up with a killer solar kit that will allow me to trickle charge my Jeep's battery. That way I don't have to worry about this thing not having enough juice again. So let's talk about some of the specs of this thing, and then we're going to go down to the garage and get the sucker installed. Okay, so they market this thing as the world's first vehicle-specific solar system, or VSS. Now, the solar panel I got for my 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon is made specifically, guys, this thing's made specifically for this truck. This means it should fit like a glove and it should install pretty quickly, as I understand, about 2.5 hours. Well, we're going to see about that in a few minutes. Now, it is a 30-watt system that hard mounts to the hood of the truck. Now, as I understand, the system that's going on my vehicle here, this is the smallest one that they have. Mainly because the available real estate, the hood real estate on my vehicle, as you can see here, there's 2 vents on each side, so you don't have a lot of room to work with. Now, they do have systems that go up to 100 watts. Actually, you know what? I think there's some systems that go up to 130 watts. So 30 is on the small side and 100, 130 is on their larger side. Now, the panel is made of 8 laminated layers consisting of fiberglass and high-tech polymers. Now, this makes the panel both highly durable and semi-flexible. In other words, it can stand up to extreme weather conditions and has a little flex to absorb some rigors of off-roading, and of course, it will be maintenance-free. anti-glare properties, which is kind of important since it's going to be mounted to the hood. And it's only 3 millimeters thick, so of course it's not going to obstruct your view. This also means that aerodynamics of your vehicle is not going to be impacted. Now, who am I kidding? This big-ass Jeep, aerodynamics aren't really great to begin with. Alright, it also has a 3M neoprene foam on the base of each panel, and this, of course, the foam helps create a void underneath the panel to keep it cooled as much as possible. And you take a look at solar, funny enough, heat is the enemy with solar panels. Now this also acts as a thermal barrier to protect the paint on the hood as well. Now this thing can be used as an emergency engine starting device. Now if your batteries are completely dead, this panel will start the vehicle in as little as 30 minutes. Now assuming you have good sunlight, of course. So as long as the sun is shining, it's going to provide me with a constant flow of power into the Jeep's battery. Why is that important? Well, like I was saying before, running accessories can drain the vehicle battery pretty quickly. So this solar panel will give me the ability to run 12-volt accessories like lights, a laptop, a fridge without having to start up the truck and without draining the vehicle's battery. And you look at it this way, it's giving you some extra time there. All right, guys, enough with the specs and features. Let's get down to the garage and get this sucker installed. All right, guys, so step one here is wherever you're going to mount the panel, you want to make sure the hood is as clean as possible. And so that's what we're just tidying up right now. Make sure the spot where I'm going to have this mounted is super clean. All right, now we're going to get this. This is soap and water mix. And they instruct not to be shy with this, so we're not. We're gonna really douche the hell out of this hood. Okay, you're supposed to do this with 2 people, and well, I don't have 2 people, so Alright, the instructions state that the outside perimeter of the solar panel itself is going to rest 2 inches away from the vinyl protective sheet that we just put down here. They also speak about just sticking a ruler under here and kind of gauging your way through. Well, I don't have a flat ruler, so I just put a 2-inch, or measured out 2 inches on 3 of the edges here. Alright folks, the install is complete. Now, a couple things. First, Cascadia said the install would go quickly, and they weren't kidding. This thing really didn't take me that long to install. Second, the thing looks badass, and yeah, I know, I got it for its functionality, but it doesn't hurt that it actually looks pretty cool on the hood. Now, it's also worth mentioning that having some clean energy elements help offset this gas-guzzling beast of a Jeep is, of course, a nice thing. Now, between the Cascadia setup, the one on my Toro Offroad tent, and the Turtleback trailer, I have 3 solar panels to keep my truck, trailer, and accessories juiced up. Now, of course, I also have that handy ELP 1000 watt propane generator that will also act as another source of clean power. And also, one of the benefits with this generator is when it's like cloudy days out like this, and I'm on the boat where I might not be able to get a full charge with the sun, I can run this generator to charge the batteries in the trailer as well, which of course is why I got it. Now, of course, having this new solar panel setup is all about planning for the unexpected and having a backup system in place. And I know what you're saying, Alex, hey, there's portable jump starters out there. Yeah, I know that, and they tend to be a little bit on the expensive side. Plus, when you use their power, they're useless until you charge them back up. But with this system, I have a constant stream of power that gives me the peace of mind that I need to get way off grid. Now, I think Cascadia solar panel will be an incredible addition to my Overland setup. Clean power, reliable power, and the protection against dead batteries. What's not to like about that? And now that's left is, well, hell, to get out in the wilderness and try this sucker out. Alright guys, there you go. A new mod added to the vehicle. It's pretty exciting when you take a deep dive into solar and the opportunities that it brings to your overlanding and off-road experiences. Now, it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that really does help the channel out. So, if you found some value with this video, if you were mildly entertained, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. And if you're currently not subscribed to the channel, well, now's the time to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, kick that bell to be notified each time that we come out with a new video. Guys, I'm gonna head back down to the garage so you get out there and find your adventure.